As the sun rises across different parts of eastern Nigeria, so does the need for a good meal to get you started on your day's journey, whatever may lie ahead. For many locals in this part of the world, rich and struggling alike, it's usually quite difficult to think any further than the Okpa. A recent survey in this area reveals that as much as 67% of people above the age of 20 prefer Okpa to other popular breakfast routines. In this piece, we take a closer look at this near iconic figure and what makes it so special and central to the culture and lifestyle of an entire people. The Okpa is not exactly what you would refer to as a delicacy, yet it has been around for decades and has since become the go-to food in this part of the country when in need of a healthy and satisfying refill. It's a norm now. In Amede Abugu, a small village in eastern Nigeria, the younger women are particularly known for their interest in the making of this local food.
Kam were na 1982 amagol mi ihe bụ Okpa 1982 ka anyị si eme ya bụ o nwee ike ọ bụ na mgbede taa ọ bụrụ Okpa ka anyị ga-eri nwekwe n'ike amapụ anyị na ọ na-ehihie abata school ọ bụrụ Okpa ka ihe dị the whole community na-esi Okpa.
The primary ingredient is the Bambara nut. This is where the Okpa flour is gotten from. After choosing your preferred species of the nut, it is then carefully handpicked to ensure that the produce does not contain stones or any other alien particles. Then it is taken to the mill for grinding. The end product of this process is the Okpa flour. The flour goes through further sifting and sieving to remove any strange elements and ensure that there are no clusters or lumps in the flour. This is repeated several times during the entire process. Then it's time to mix. The primary ingredients required to make the Okpa are the Bambara flour, pepper, salt, oil, and finally, water. Lots of water.
Okpa, need kebe ngwongwo. Ihe Okpa need bụ ose. Ihe Okpa need bụ unu. Ihe Okpa need bụ mmanụ. Ihe a bụ ihe dị very important. Ọ ga-abụrụ ị na-esi Okpa. All the very, very important. This is oil and this is Okpa of a tin.
The flour is mashed with oil to produce a blend of both ingredients. Then warm water is added for a more fluid and pasty feel. This is then hand mixed and stirred until there is a perfectly smooth blend of all ingredients in the mash. Okpa can be enjoyed with a variety of other additions such as vegetables, fish, eggs, amongst others for a tastier and richer experience.
Ị ga-afụ ndị mmadụ ha na-atinye green. Ị ga-afụ ndị mmadụ ha na-atinye ihe dịka ha na-atinye green dịka akwụkwọ nri. A na-atinyekwa enwe azụ anyị na-akpọ azụ isi n'ime kedu afọ mbụ Okpa.
It is at this point in the production process that any of those extra ingredients are brought into the mix. On the other hand, while careful attention is given to the assembly and preparation of the ingredients necessary for the production of the food, equal attention must and is usually given to the packaging as well. Typically, the Okpa comes wrapped in plantain leaves that have been specially treated to serve the purpose of holding the food during and after preparation. While this may seem pretty straightforward, the process of preparing these leaves for this specific purpose can be a bit tricky. The leaves from the plantain or banana trees are usually long and broad, as well as crisp. This crispy nature makes it impossible to fold or bend into any desired shape without breaking. To eliminate this problem, the leaves are first spread over a heat source for a while. The heating process reduces the brittleness of the leaves, leaving it more flexible and able to bend without cracks.
Akwụkwọ omino makwa na akwụkwọ plantain, jinoko. Ihe ndị anyị na-akpọ jinoko. Ibeti ya anya n'ọkụ. Iyasi anya n'ọkụ, ịbịajizi aka gị separate anya. Iwekwa ike ibutekwa akwụkwọ jinoko ahụ makwa na ibute akwụkwọ omino. Iwe ike ịkpa anya n'anwụ. Chebiri mbọsị mgbe ị ga-eji wee shi dị ọkpa. Ịkpa anya n'anwụ ome ya ị na-efodo ọma mgbaji, ị na-efodo ọma mgbawa.
Then they are tied in preparation for the cooking. This too requires a certain level of skill. The leafy wrapping contributes so significantly to its appeal that it's almost impossible to think of the Okpa or have a mental picture of this local food without it. For some, it's just as important as any other ingredient.
I prefer use akwụkwọ jinoko maọbụ akwụkwọ omino karịa waterproof maka enwere taste ọ na-enye n'ọkpa. Iweta ihe na mba wo sie ọkpa ewe different between ya na ewe ihe dị iche ya na waterproof na akwụkwọ ahụ.
It's ready to cook now. The mixture of flour, oil, salt, pepper, and water is carefully poured into the leaf sacks and placed in boiling water. Depending on the heat source and the amount of heat it generates, the cooking process could last anywhere between 15 and 45 minutes before it's properly cooked and ready to serve. The Okpa is loved and enjoyed by many across different parts of eastern Nigeria and even beyond, and is always in high demand because of its high protein and nutritional content, relative ease of production, and as a result, low cost of purchase. In recent years, the cost of this food has risen considerably when compared to what it used to be at the start of the century and just before. This is due to a number of factors, chief of which is the economic situation in the country that has seen the cost of production skyrocket.
1982, ị ga-eweta ọkpa 20 naira. Highest thing, even if onye lere ọkpa 15 naira, onye ahụ na-awọrị na ya na-ere ọkpa 15 naira. You can't compare it with the condition Nigeria ji wee dịta.
Now costing anywhere between 50 to 200 naira per wrapping, depending on the size. This remains a relatively cheaper alternative to the much pricier quick breakfast combinations available in stores. However, this is not to say that the Okpa is a food that is mainly consumed by the struggling class. Nothing could be further from the truth, as the Okpa knows no class. If anything, a renowned Okpa stall is one of the few places where all social classes converge.